Hi, myself Pooja Bak, Assistant Professor of GKCM of GIS Group, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. Here you will find the details of my contact information, and I have developed a Facebook page where regular updates regarding this course are available time to time. In this video lecture, we are going to discuss about introductory part of digital communication. The necessity of digitization. Why is digital communication so important? The conventional methods of communication used analog signals for long distance communications which suffer from many losses such as distortion, interference, and other losses, including security breach. In order to overcome these problems, the signals are digitized using different techniques. The digitized signals allow the communication to be more clear and more accurate without losses. The digital signal consists of ones and zeros, which indicate high and low values respectively. Okay, now I will talk about the block diagram of digital communication system. So this is the transmitting part or transmitter, and this is the receiving part or receiver. So in transmitting part, we have the message signal. So the message signal can be analog message signal like voice, or it can be digital message signal or discrete message signal like picture is a discrete message signal. If I have black and white picture, then it is digital. If I don't have black and white, then it means discrete signal. Okay, now information source. This message signal which we are getting in the physical form. So if you have to communicate any transmitter, you will send the signal in physical form like voice is the physical signal. It has to convert into electrical signal to go to the electronic part of the transmitter using the information source which is called transducer. So here also we will get analog or digital signal both. The signal produced by this source is converted into digital signal. We need source encoder. Source encoder used to remove the redundancy in the code. If some part of signal removed, so bandwidth requirement will be less. And the help of source encoding, we can do compression of signal as well. So the data compression also there. After all these, the signal is now converted into digital signal. Now digital signal goes to channel encoder. The channel encoder does the coding for error correction. During the transmission of the signal may get altered, hence to avoid this, the channel encoder adds some redundant bits to the transmitted data. These are the error correcting bits. Let's suppose if I have a source code 0110. After the channel encoding, add some redundancy bit due to noise. So it will be 010110. So due to noise, channel encoder added this 01 redundant bit to the actual source code 0110. and delta modulation, adaptive delta modulation, pulse code modulation are used for this. Now modulator. Modulator is used such that carrier signal is superimposed with the message signal. Carrier is high power signal, message is low power signal. If I have to send message, it will not go up to a long distance. If I have to send a message to a longer distance, I will use some high power signal on which the message will be superimposed and it will go to longer distance. This process is happening here. For example, if we represent 1 by sin x and 0 by cos x, then we will transmit sin x for 1 and cos x for 0. It travels through channel or medium. ASK, FSK, PSK, QPSK, those are used for this modulator. Okay, now channel. The communication channel is the physical medium that is used for transmitting signals from transmitter to receiver. In wireless system, this channel consists of atmosphere, telephony, there are optical channels, underwater acoustic channel, etc. Now it goes to demodulator. Demodulator, which is opposite of modulator. We are extracting message from the carrier signal now, and the signal gets reconstructed here. After that, we have channel decoder. Here at the channel decoder, we are checking that any error was there. If any error was there, it will correct it with the help of redundant bit. Okay, now the receiving code word is 010111. There is an error, the last bit, which is 1, which is corrected by channel decoder. After channel decoding, we get information in terms of digital data without redundancy. So channel decoder is correcting the data 010111 and produce the original data which is transmitted without redundant bits, which is 0110, and send it to the source decoder. Now source decoder is converting these digital bits into an analog signal. Now the signal is analog and it goes to output transducer, and output transducer is converting this electrical signal into physical signal. So now when I convert electrical signal into physical signal, I will receive the message which was sent by the sender. If a sender is sending a message, how it is going from this many blocks and coming to the receiver. So this is the block diagram of digital communication system. I am going to talk about the advantages and disadvantages of digital communication system. Let's see the advantages. Number 1, inexpensive. The digital communication system are simpler and cheaper compared to analog communication system because of the advanced mode in the IC technologies. Digital circuits are easy to design than analog circuits, so the cost is very less. Number 2, storing capability. We all know digital signal could be easily stored than analog signal. So digital device like smartphone, computers, where people can have large amount of storing of data. Storing capability is very high in digital communication system. Number 3, use of repeaters. When you send a signal for a longer distance, signal property will degrade as it travel to a longer distance. But by using repeaters, we can reach that signal without having loss of signal. So like an example, this is the original pulse or original signal, and it passes on a longer distance. So due to longer distance, the signal property that will degrade with respect to this distance. But if you use repeater, you will get again digital signal like this without having loss of any data. Okay. Now the using data encryption. Using data encryption, only transmitted receivers may be allowed to detect the transmitted data. For example, I have a transmitter over here and a receiver over here, and a digital data like this 0, 1, 1, 1, 0. I can rearrange this digital data in other way if I change position this 2 bit, and if I send it, then the data will be 1, 1, 1, 0, 0. This rearrangement, that is what only known to the receiver. Other receiver cannot extract the original information. So by using encryption, the privacy and security that can be provided. Okay. Now data compression. Data compression that could be done if you have large size of data or big data. Number 6, error detection and error correction. In digital communication, coding is used. Therefore, the errors may be detected or corrected in receivers. At receiver side, if you receive data with added noise, then error detection and as well as error correction is possible. Number 7 is flexibility. Okay. It means the flexible hardware implementation. If system is getting changed, then changing programs, we can use that for other application. But in analog communication system, we cannot have the flexibility, like some hardware can be used for other application. But in digital communication, this flexibility is available by changing the program. Okay. Okay, the last one is easier multiplexing. In digital communication, the speech, the video, image and other data may be merged and transmitted over a common channel using multiplexing. So multiplexing like time division multiplexing, frequency division multiplexing. Okay. So now the disadvantages of digital communication system. The first one is data rate is high. So due to analog to digital conversion, the data rate becomes high. So therefore more transmission bandwidth is required. So the bandwidth is also high. Next one is needs synchronization. Yeah. It is compulsory to have a synchronization. If you don't synchronize your data, then so many errors occur in receiving data. So digital communication needs synchronization, because without synchronization there are so many errors occur. Okay, the last one is high power consumption. Okay, I have explained in block diagram there could be source encoder, channel encoder, modulator. So all those blocks that will be making system so bulky. So that will be utilizing more power. So high power consumption due to multiple stages. Okay. So these are the disadvantages of digital communication system. I hope that you have understood the session, and if you like my video then please subscribe it. Thank you.